Yes, my viewers and subscribers. So here's another one. This one is going to be a press conference that was done when the Prime Minister of Jamaica announced a state of emergency in St. James following the murder of two young children, 9 years old, two young boys, who were murdered in a taxi on the way home. Now, at this conference, the Prime Minister, I guess she is the person who is responsible for his press briefings, Naiomi Francis. She basically stopped a journalist who was in the room and asked about the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. Naiomi Francis told the journalist basically that it wasn't the right time and place to ask the question. We know that in Jamaica we have had a drop in press freedom since this administration came into being. And I think it's a lot to do with the fact that governments are supposed to talk with the people regularly, and journalists as well, and the journalists should be able to ask governments questions regularly. I think this administration has press briefings maybe once a week. I think it's not a daily thing. When you look at countries like the United States, for example, they have press briefings every day, Monday to Friday, same time, I believe 2 p.m. for like 2 hours. They have a room where all the press corps, they gather and they ask the questions, and the person who is playing the role of the press secretary will answer the questions. And I think that is a healthy democracy, you know. So Naiomi Francis, though, she has a habit of shutting down people when they're asking the Prime Minister questions. She behaves in a way that is hostile toward people, in my view, because I've seen her acting that way before. And I think the Prime Minister did a wonderful thing saying, no, I'm going to answer the question. I think Andrew Holness is aware of the suppression of the press in Jamaica. And I think he made a good move when he went ahead and allowed the woman to ask the question, and he was not arrogant or hostile toward her. That's a very good thing. So I'm going to let you hear the exchange here, and I'm going to let you decide whether you're satisfied with his response about his declarations. Have a listen.
Prime Minister, your statutory declarations have not been certified by the Integrity Commission. The implication of this goes far and wide. Why hasn't it been certified, and does the public have anything to be concerned about?
You would appreciate that this is for the state of emergency.
Well, PM,
so
you don't.
Those are the questions that we're entertaining at this time.
Are you giving?
Do you have questions on the state of emergency for St. James?
Well, PM, we don't see it very often, so.
Please let her answer the question, because I think that it is not fair to say that you don't see me often.
Here at Postcard.
Because we have met up on several tours and other occasions. The post-cab, just to be clear, the post-cabinet press briefing is for the ministers and the various portfolios. And I want to be clear that on all important matters, my government does provide the opportunity for information to be dispensed to the public and for our ministers to be questioned. And I'm very happy that the post-cabinet is being conducted routinely and consistently. As it relates to my integrity declarations, I too am concerned that they have not yet certified them. They have written to me asking various questions. I have provided answers, and they have written to me again, and I'm in the process of providing those answers. You will, however, appreciate that it does take some time, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers. I simply have to be very frugal with my time. And I suspect the same for the Integrity Commission, that have to go through several thousands of declarations. But I would expect that they would give some priority to my declarations. I do hope to be able to respond to them before the end of this week. So I'm hopeful that they would do their work and provide the nation with the necessary certification. To be clear, I have tried not to comment on the issue because I find myself in an invidious position in that I have to protect and defend most times the institutions of the country. So my silence should not be interpreted as not wanting to address it, but I do have another role, and that role is to protect and to defend the institutions, the laws that we have put in place. So I'm hopeful that in short order this matter will be resolved. By the way, you should also know that it is quite routine that the Integrity Commission will write to persons over and over again. And there would be several persons whose statutory declarations are not certified because they are in this continuous process of asking questions and trying to make determinations. My situation obviously would be public, and therefore it would cause some concerns. And so I accept and acknowledge that. But it would not have been the first time that the Integrity Commission would have taken a long time to resolve my matters. And I suspect that as Prime Minister, they would want to be very detailed in what they do. I would hope that there is no difference in my treatment than given to others. And I really do not, I would not want to think so.
Couple of things you will notice about that meeting. On the platform, all men, no women up there. When Portia was there, those things couldn't happen, because people know Portia was a woman of class, even Peter Phillips. So, the man is right. No respectability, no sense of decency and class. So the people are going to behave toward these so-called opposition, one and few people, as just nothing. And it's quite sad to see, because we want to see a functional opposition. That's what a democracy is about. Anyway, this is it. Catch you in my next video, okay? Please subscribe, share with your friends, comment and like.